एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभउ निर्वैर अकाल मूरते अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसादे जप आदे सच जुगादे सच है पी सच नानक होसी पी सच चाचरी छंद त्व प्रसादे गोबिंदे मुकंदे उदारे अपारे हरियं करियं निर्नामे अकामे। धनासरी महला तीजा काचा धन संचहे मूरख गावार मन मुख भुले अंध गावार। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। Guru Pyari, Guru Di Saji Navaji Sad Sangat Jiyo. Again, we're really blessed to be sitting in the presence of Dhan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, Rajana ke Raja, Maharajana ke Maharaja. He's given, he's had us, you're very blessed to be sitting in his presence. He had us do Amrit Vela, we did Simran, read Bani, and now we're here doing Vichar. Sad Sangat Ji, I'm full of Augurn and I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, so please forgive me now. So I'll continue on with the rest of the Shabad. So actually, Kaachaa Dhan phun aave jai. So at the very beginning when we started the Shabad, Kaachaa Dhan, what is Kaachaa Dhan? Kaachaa is false. Dhan, that Dhan that is false is the one that keeps coming and going. So the reason that we even come into this life and we even have, sometimes people amass a lot of wealth and then some people, they don't amass a lot of wealth. But why does that happen? It's because there's 3 types of karams that we have. And one of those karams are called the paralabdh karams. And those karams are those that we've amassed in different lifetimes, and now the fruits and the consequences of those karams are coming out now. And because of those, we have what we have, the wealth that we have, the family members and all of that mayavi jal. But that kind of maya is also the one that keeps coming and going. And the users of that maya are also the ones that keep coming and going. And that's why Maharaj says that Kaachaa means false. It doesn't last throughout time. It's not eternal. And therefore, that's the kind of dhan that we should not be amassing. Man mukh bhulle sab mareh Gaavaar. So, man mukh, the one that hasn't given their mat to the Guru, they haven't turned their face towards the Guru. Pulle. The reason of pulle hoye is because they don't have the asra of Bani to tell them. The biggest veil, one of the biggest veils is agyanta, like Banji was saying before. The ignorance, the spiritual ignorance is the reason we don't even know. If somebody doesn't even know about Sikhi, they don't know how to get to God or that God even exists, can you really blame them? Man mukh pulle. We're very lucky that Maharaj has even told us about Sikhi, about the fact that there's something to go to after us, there's something bigger than all of us. And so, Manamukh Pulle se sab marehe Gaavaar. Because they don't have that spiritual knowledge, o pulle hoye hain. And that's why they keep coming in the 84 lakh June. They keep going through that cycle of suffering, getting janam and then dying off again. So, Maharaj is saying, Pav jal doobe na urvar na par. Pav jal. Pav is fear, jal is water. That poisonous world ocean that we live in, we drown in that over and over again. And the thing is, amassing the kind of wealth that we do amass, it's not going to help us here, na urvar, na par. It's not going to help us in parlok either, as we've already talked about. So, Maharaj says after that, so Maharaj says that who actually gets the pag to give their head to Maharaj. And Sad Sangat Jiyo sitting in this Sangat means that we have those pure pag. It takes a lot of pag to even become a Sikh. And then it takes even more pag to get Amrit and be an Amritari. But we're sitting in this Sangat right now with so much pag. And because of those pure pag, can we really give our head to Satgur. Satgur pete pure pag. Nishkam karam. Nishkam karam. So, Nishkam karam are those karams that we do without wanting anything in return. When we do seva, when we do bani, and we don't ask for anything in return, those kind of karams are the ones that help us most in our spiritual progression. And so those because we've had those nishkam karam in other janams, we have the gift of sitting in sadh sangat today. So Maharaj is saying, what are the qualities of those people that have that bairag, that have those pure pag? And Maharaj says, Sach rate, o sache naam de vich samaye hoye ne. They're completely colored in the hue of naam. Ahnas bairag, ahnas, day and night, they're in bairag. Now bairag doesn't only mean the emotional being sad all the time. Bairag means that, take wealth for example. A person who's unaffected by the fact that wealth comes in or wealth leaves, that's the real kind of detachment that Maharaj is talking about. And those that sit in the sadh sangat, that read bani, that keep rahat, they get that daat of bairag, and they no longer get afflicted by amassing the wrong kind of wealth. So Chaho Jug. What are the 4 time periods that Maharaj is talking about? Satyug, Dwapar Yug, Treta Yug, and the one that we're in now, Kal Yug. And Maharaj is saying, Chaho Jug mein hai Amrit Sachi Bani. Amrit, immortal. Sachi Bani. Always, God's word has always been immortal. It's always going to be immortal. It's immortal right now. And throughout all of the ages, it's been the only thing that's been able to give mukti. Mukti from the cycle of reincarnation, mukti from every kind of bandhan. So, Chaho Jug mein hai Amrit Sachi Bani. Maharaj is also saying, ki oho pyare jan, oh premi jan, jede vichhade hoye ne, and those people that have been separated for all these jugs, through Amrit Bani, Dhan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, we can connect back with Vaheguru. This is now going to be a recurring theme. Pura Pag, the perfect preordained destiny, is one of the ways, in addition to Kirpa, that we can be samai. We can be completely imbued in Hari the Naam. Siddh are those people that use mantras to have magical powers, and sadhiks are those that use meditation techniques to find the path of truth. Tarse sab loe. Loe means lok. Even those people tars for the naam, tars for the pure pag, to get to Maharaj. And even Devi Devte tars for this. You know, people say that we're very unlucky that we're born in Kaljug because it's so hard to do bhakti here. The thing is, we're sort of very lucky as Sikhs to be born in this yug. Why? Because the amount of phal that you get for doing bhakti in this yug is way more than you would get in any other yug. So in that way, we're very lucky that Maharaj has made us Sikhs and has put us on the right path while putting us in this yug as well. Pura Pag Parapat Hoy. Again, as I said, Maharaj is saying, through those nishkam karam, only through bhakti can this avastha be obtained. Sab kich sacha, sacha hai soe. Sab kich sacha. Maharaj is sach, sacha hai soe. And everything that's his is sach as well. Khalak, khalak, khalak meh khalak. Maharaj is saying that he is everywhere and he's also in this creation. He's also saying that those people, sab kich sacha, sacha hai soe, those people that follow this marg, onne de sare karam sach ho janne hain. What does that mean? All those karams, that all the deeds that they do become successful. Uttama Brahm pachane koi. But Uttama Brahm, that the Brahm, Vaheguru, only few recognize him, and it's even more rare as the jugs progress. Abhinasi darshan, like Maharaj was saying in the previous Bhangati, are darshan where you get to see Maharaj in everyone. And those Premijan are very, very rare. Sacha sacha, sacha aap diridai. Sacha sacha, sacha aap diridai. Maharaj is saying that Maharaj himself implants the name of Naam, or the gift of Naam inside of you. Sitting in Sadh Sangat is how you get that gift of Naam. Doing Amrit Vela is how you get that gift of Naam.
Nanak ape vekha ape sach laye.
Nanak ape vekha ape sach laye. Maharaj, this is all his play. The good and the bad come together, and it's all in that drama, that stage that this play is on. And ape vekha, Maharaj sees all this. When Maharaj sees his Premi Jan doing bhakti, even that lalsa to know what the real truth is, that lalsa to finally get out of this suffering, Maharaj sees that and answers that by giving them sach lai, by giving them naam, by putting them on the right marg. And so, before we go to summarize all of this, there was a sakhi I wanted to show. It's pretty short, and it's one of the sakhis where Guru Nanak Dev Ji is traveling and he's in Sri Lanka, and he goes to meet a Raja named Shiv Nam. And Shiv Nam, he's an atheist, and he's also very egotistical. And so when he hears that Guru Nanak Dev Ji is approaching him, he says, well, Guru Nanak, he doesn't think of Guru Nanak Dev Ji as being the high, Maharaj himself. He doesn't think of him as anything. So when he comes, he tries to distract Maharaj while he's coming. He tells his ministers to go give him a lot of maya, to give him gold, put gold at his feet. But Maharaj being Vaheguru Parmeshwar, says that, this is, why are you feeding me pennies? This is not what I'm here for. Then, being shocked at that, Shiv Nam, the Raja, sends dancing prostitutes. But in return, Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, these are my daughters. And he gets so shocked at the actions of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He says, who is this uncorruptible person? And all of a sudden, that egotistical mind, at the very beginning of the Shabad, Moorakh Gaavaar. Moorakh on its own is somebody you can still talk to and tell them about spirituality, but a Gaavaar, it's a stone mind. It's very difficult to change. And so that Moorakh Gaavaar, the first thing to breaking that stone mind is to get that fear of God, to break that ego open. And so hearing this, Raja Shiv Nam's ego started to break apart, and it opened. And then finally, when he actually met Guru Nanak Dev Ji, seeing Guru Nanak Dev Ji's face, he fell to their feet. But even with a little bit of ego, he said, Maharaj, you've come here, I want to make an offering, I want to do seva. Give me a seva that's fit enough for a king. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, well, this is the marg of love. If you really want to give me something that's truly yours. And so Shiv Nam first says, well, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, you can have my kingdom. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, well, is that kingdom really yours? Because your grandfather didn't take it with him, your father didn't take it with him, and when you leave, you're not taking it with you either, so it's not really yours. So then Raja says, well, then what about my queen, my family? And Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, well, your queen's not yours either. She's not going to go with you to Parlok, you're not going to have this. So here's that trend happening. The first thing is kingdom, the wealth that we amass. The second thing is our families that we get so attached to. Then Raja says that, well, you can have my body, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And Maharaj says, well, your grandfather, your father didn't take their bodies with them. They were burnt. They didn't go with you. And then Raja realizes, well, this body isn't mine. And Raja says, this body isn't mine, this kingdom isn't mine, my family isn't mine. Maharaj, you can have my name. You can have Shiv Nam, the name. Remember, him being a Raja, his name means a lot to the people of the area. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, well, Raja, Shiv is the name for Shiva, Nam meaning the navel. Can you really give me the navel of Shiva? Are you really able to do that? Because that's what your name means. And then Raja says, well, I can't do that either, so I don't even own my own name. And from that, he says, well, what can I give you? What can I give you, Maharaj? I don't have anything. And that's what Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, give me that I. Give me that I have everything. Give that to me. And from that, that's where your home, that's Maharaj taking your home away. And one thing to remember is that even in our minds, in our Dhan, home and Naam can't go coexist. So if you have home, you can't have Naam. If you have Naam, you can't have home. That's just the way it works. So Maharaj, blessing Raja, he takes that home away. That's why when we take Amrit, the first thing they ask us is that, are you willing to give your head to Maharaj? When we come here, we matha take, we're giving our mat to Maharaj. What does that really mean? We're giving him our home. And that's the first step to really starting on a spiritual journey. And so Guru Nanak Dev Ji blessed Raja, took away his home and gave him the gift of Naam. And so this is sort of just a summary going back to saying how your wealth, your kingdom, your family, queens, your princes, your princesses, your body, your own name, so any kind of reputation that comes with it, none of it's going with you. And so we have to amass the real, the tat, surup, the sat, which is Naam, doing bani, doing seva. And I hope that, coming to camp, this is one way to amass that, the such wealth. Bulak chuka dikima, Dhan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, I made so many mistakes. Please ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਖਸ਼ ਲਿਓ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਦੇ ਹੈ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਾਫ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਓ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ